Hey, Curt Hennig fans. Hello and welcome to another episode of Curt Hennig Was the Best, Changed My Mind. I am your host, Steph. This is episode 45. Today on our Perfect Podcast, we are going to watch along to Curt's match with Dean Malenko on WCW Monday Nitro. I love this match because Dean was also a good technical wrestler. But before we start, please join me on my YouTube and Rumble channels where if you like what you hear, you can subscribe, comment, like, and share so we can grow these channels. The links for both will be in the description field below this video. I would like to give a shout out and a thank you to my paid patron supporter Charlie Brown Politics. Thank you, Charlie, for your support. If you too would like to support my channel for as low as $1 a month, please click the link in the description field below this video to become a paid patron supporter. You will also get your name read on the show. For $3 a month, you get your name read on the show and you get to ask me a question which I will read and answer. For $5 a month, you get all this plus an exclusive behind the scenes of how I do my show and a blooper reel. For $10 a month, you get all this and access to a live Patreon show where you can learn more about me. So please click the link in the description field below this video to sign up today. Please help me reach 100 followers on Rumble. Also, the link will be in the description field for Rumble. You can now follow me on Locals for free. If you would like to support the show, you can for just $2 a month. Thank you for your support. Okay, guys, we're back from the opening. So before we go any further, if you guys hear like loud air in the background, it's just my humidifier again. I'm sorry. Just turn it down if it's too loud. So, because this is episode 45, we are going to go over the match between Curt Hennig and Dean Malenko. It is a great match. Again, if you would like to hear, the sound plus the music, the audio plus the music with no copyright strikes because YouTube will copyright that, please head over to my Rumble. The link is in the description field. And, you get an exclusive also. I do the package between, it's an audio and video of Curt and Ric Flair. So they're building up to their match at Halloween Havoc. So that is this match is right before Halloween Havoc. I just kind of did them out of order because I was just like, well, I want to get the Halloween Havoc out of the way and then we can go into other things. But some news of the week, I did see on Raw, Rhea Ripley did come back. And of course, Dominic is in the doghouse. She's not very happy with what's been going on with her. And I think it's Liv Morgan is her name. Forgive me if that's the wrong name. I apologize. So I did see that. Of course, I saw Tony Khan talking about useless stuff. Angel was making some comments about that on X, so we'll definitely probably talk about that. This is being recorded as of July 17th. We're almost on the 18th because it is 11:53 at night. I usually do these episodes when my son goes to sleep. So, what can I say about the week in wrestling? A lot of good stuff happening for WWE. Not so good things happening for AEW there. I was on X periodically and, saw some updated stuff, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, of course. I don't know when we'll see, supposedly Drew McIntyre suspended, but I don't remember for how long, but it's all kayfabed. So, but then you have the Stephanie Vacour, talkage. She has left AEW. Don't know if she's going to WWE, but, speaking from experience, that would be the good move for her because sorry. Can't speak today. AEW was not, what she needed. And, Angel and I were talking about this where, she didn't want to put over, Teresa, I think it's Teresa. Anyway, it's Tully Blanchard's daughter. I wasn't much for Tully Blanchard, so I definitely don't think I'm much for Teresa, but, his daughter. If that name is wrong, please let me know in the comment section. I'm sorry if I, if I completely got that wrong. But I'm not much for Tully Blanchard. So I can't really say that I'm surprised that she wouldn't do a job for her. She actually won the match though. So I'm not really sure, like, I guess they wanted her to lose against Tully's daughter. So, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Like I said, I wasn't much for Tully Blanchard or Arn Anderson for that matter when they were the Brain Busters back in '88. Yeah, just wasn't much for any of those guys. I watched them wrestle and I just wasn't really a big, they were called the Brain Busters and I wasn't really much for them. So sorry, but not sorry, guys. But what can I say about, the Stephanie Vacour, I think that's how you say her name. If she does move to WWE and they do sign her, I think that's wonderful. It'll be wonderful for her career. I'm sorry. I'm really trying to talk today and it's not working. But I think it would be a good move for her career, if she does sign with WWE. If she has signed already, good for her. I think that's what she needs in her life. Because AEW is just trash, in my opinion. They probably weren't paying her enough to do what she was doing, and I'm not even sure because I don't watch AEW. I just refuse to. And I'm not paying $50 that I don't have for a pay-per-view. Sorry, not sorry. Whereas I'm already a Peacock subscription member, premium member, so I can watch the WWE pay-per-views, and they're called they're streaming, but to me, guys, and Angel too will say this, that it's pay-per-view to us, because when we were young, it was pay-per-view, okay? You actually had to call a number and get this, you had to get this package, and it was only like $20, $30. And that was back in like the 90s, cause I only got 2 pay-per-views. That's the only thing my mom would do for me. Well, actually it was my dad got the second one. My mom, she bought, I don't even think it was WCW. No, it wasn't my mom, it was my dad both times. So yeah, and the thing is, my dad was also sort of a wrestling fan. At least he was back in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And, so he actually sat there and watched. I remember very vividly, we bought, what was it? Oh, Austin and McMahon in the steel. I may have to take out that last word. I apologize. But I can honestly say that that was the name of the pay-per-view, okay? And it was Austin and McMahon in the steel cage. And, let me think. So it was Austin McMahon and then the St. Valentine's Day. And I'm pretty sure he also got Fully Loaded, and that was 99, and that was Austin and Undertaker in a first blank match. I can't say it for YouTube, or they won't let me promote. But Austin ended up winning, and that was when Vince McMahon had to leave. That was the stipulation. So if Austin won, Vince McMahon would have to leave the WWF. And if McMahon won, Austin could never get another title shot. So ever. And it was The Undertaker. He wanted the belt back. Austin had it. I think Austin had it and Undertaker wanted it back, I think. I'm pretty sure. But those are the only 2 pay-per-views that my parents would buy because, again, guys, we weren't rolling in the dough. So, it's kind of hard to buy all these pay-per-views, even at $20 and $30 back in the 90s. You know, there's a lot of people that didn't have that much. So, and we were one of those families. You know, we worked hard for what we had and it wasn't that much. So, you're talking to a lady who came from a very poor background, and I'm, you know, working 4 jobs and still trying to make ends meet. You know, I have all these shows, plus I have my regular job, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys, I love tearing computers apart. I mean, that's the whole reason why I went to a tech school. I went to YTI Career Institute. That's what it's called now. It was called YTI back in the day, York Technical Institute. And, and that's where they taught me, you know, how to take computers apart and put them back together. Although, back in the, and I told my customer this the other day, I said, you know, back in the day, XP was prominent. I mean, I had to learn Windows 7, Windows 8, 8.1. I had to learn Windows 10 and Windows 11 all on my own. And it's just from experience with, you know, having it on my own home computers and, you know, being able to fix them as they are now, is so amazing to me because, you know, people come to me, you know, I have one gentleman who, he had a Surface laptop and he needed it completely, redone with Windows 10, and I actually looked up on YouTube, of all places, on how to actually put Windows 10 back on a Surface laptop. So it was very interesting on how all that stuff, I mean, YouTube could be great. If it was back a couple years ago where you could at least have, you know, a theme song, even if it was copyrighted music, you could still have a theme song, but like, it's not like you were showing video clips of, see, everything's copyrighted to YouTube. Unless you make your own music. But that's kind of hard to do because I'm more of a singer, not a songwriter. You get my drift, guys? Like, it's hard to do your own music and stuff when you are just a singer. I'm not really a musician. I think it's better if, and like I said, it wouldn't be bad if like we could just put pictures or video clips. Like for my Black Magic Talk, Rumble, I have Black Magic Woman, but I have pictures to it. So I'm only using the song, I'm not using like the song itself, just the song. You know, I have like pictures, my own pictures to them. So, I mean, it's not like, you know, I'm using the music, but I'm not really stealing anything. And I mean, these bands, it comes down to, or what I've heard, from what I've heard, it's these bands that they're like, well, they can't use our stuff unless we say it's okay. That's not fair. That's not fair. You guys make millions of dollars and us poor people don't. You know, that's not fair. So we can never use your music no matter what? I mean, even for like, has anyone ever like done a home video where like you have pictures of your family and your friends? And have you ever put it to music? Yeah, you can't put that stuff up on YouTube because it would be copyrighted. That's dumb. I mean, it's your pictures. It's your creation. You're just borrowing the music, and it's because some band or singer just wants to be greedy and doesn't want, you know, poor people to share that. And that's dumb, in my opinion. It doesn't make any sense to me. So you make a couple of cents off of every CD you buy, but then you're angry or upset because I use your song for, you know, an album like that I use my own pictures from. That doesn't make any sense to me. So then I get a channel strike if I use your music, but I put it to my own pictures. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, and YouTube used to allow us to do that. That's why I have so many theme songs on Rumble, is because, I'm allowed to over there have, my own pictures to either Curt's theme song or, that song I was talking about, with, it's the song called Like Curt Hennig. I mean, is it that much of a bother for people? I mean, I don't understand, why it's such a big deal. Except that I heard that it was just bands being greedy, that they don't want their music shared unless they can make a profit off of it. Well, that's not fair. Of course, life isn't fair, is it? Well, anyway, for those out there, that's why I implore you to go over to Rumble and, see what it's about. Because I hate for people missing out on that kind of stuff. You get to hear exclusives, and you can hear the full matches now. I'm going to start doing the full matches with the music for Rumble only, because they don't get upset. They don't get upset that I only have the audio of, that stuff, but yet I still can't use it. Well, it's kind of hard to do a match where I'm just talking over the music that I should be, playing. And even then I could get a copyright strike. It's so ridiculous. So, unfortunately, YouTube is YouTube. And I don't own YouTube, so, it is their platform. Just like James Corbett was saying the other day. It is their platform, they run it, so you have to abide by their rules. Well, Rumble also is ruled by someone, Peter Thiel, or it's not run by Peter Thiel, but he puts a lot of money into it, I guess. But, the people who own Rumble want it to be a free speech area, so we will have free speech there. And we'll be able to use, Curt's theme music to pictures of him or video clips of him, and we won't be taken down for copyright reasons. So, again, I implore you to go over there. But anyway, going back to Stephanie Vacour, cause I went off on a tangent again, and I will do that from time to time, guys. I definitely think if she wants to go to WWE, she should be allowed to, and I think she will have a better career. She'll have definitely better matches, in WWE than she would in AEW. But, it is what it is. So, excuse me. That's all I could pretty much say about it is, she left how she left. And, I wish her nothing but the best of luck, because, I hope that Triple H gives her, good storylines like he's been giving, Drew McIntyre and Braun Breaker, man. That man is really growing on me, guys. I'm serious, cause he looks the part. He looks like his dad. And then in another angle, I agree with Angel. He does look like his uncle. So he does look like his uncle, which is really awesome, but then really kind of scary at the same time. And I'm like, oh my. So anyway, I haven't really heard much other than Braun Breaker is still going for the Intercontinental Championship, and as he should. He's going to be a star someday, and I hope that Triple H sees the athleticism in him and the character that is blooming out of him. And he's really been a student of the game. And I'm glad that, not of Triple H, but a student of wrestling in general. He truly is, a specimen. I'd like to see him get to Curt's level, because I don't think he's quite there yet. Of course, Curt had a lot of years in wrestling. He started when he was 21, 21, 22. So, and Braun Breaker's only 21. So he's got a lot of years to impress me, just like Curt did in Portland, and then also, and like I said, Curt would go around to different territories. So he would go to Memphis, he would go to AWA and referee. We are going to watch along to that match. I might just make it a Rumble exclusive, because, I don't think there's any music in it, but at the very least, there's some stuff in there that, I can't say on YouTube, but I could say on Rumble. So, and the commentators too, because, at one point someone is, injured, let's say. I'll just say that. But I definitely see great things again to come from Braun Breaker. He's got a lot of try saying that 5 times fast. Athleticism, and I think we're going to see nothing but great things from Braun Breaker. Truly is a specimen, and like I said, if he's got, like that second generation vibe to him, kind of like Curt had, he will be a top star, and he will be going for that Damian Priest belt. Oh, the other thing I wanted to just touch on real briefly, I did see the Gunther promo. Man, that was good. Especially from that side of it. I think he is German. So, if he's not, man, he's a darn good German. I mean, he plays a good one. But he was really good. I liked the promo. I liked the Damian Priest promo. He's a kid that came from nowhere, came with, up with nothing, had nothing growing up. So, this ought to be interesting. I would like to see a lot from, because they're setting up SummerSlam. So of course, Gunther and Damian Priest at SummerSlam. Of course, you gotta stick, Drew McIntyre, though he will probably be against CM Punk because they're gonna settle this feud once and for all. They've pretty much gotten revenge on each other. And like I said last week about the, the bracelet, how that it's very personal now. To CM Punk, it's very personal. And I get that. That pulls almost at your heartstrings when you consider, the CM Punk angle, and the bracelet. So they're, like I said, are doing great things in WWE. Their ratings also show that, whereas AEW's ratings are showing how bad they really are. Their angles don't make sense. Angel and I talked about one of their angles. And it was an Owen Hart, special, almost like a blue light special. It was an Owen Hart thing. And then, the angle took a weird turn, and now it just doesn't make sense in my eyes. It just doesn't make sense. So, I think we should just get to the match. This match is between Curt Hennig and Dean Malenko. I just wanted to touch on the Gunther thing, so, but he's doing some good work. And I can't wait to see, I might watch the Damian Priest Gunther match at SummerSlam. I may watch a little bit of SummerSlam. I may not. It just depends on, what they have to offer with, and Cody too. Cody's like his old man. I mean, he's doing some great work. And Dusty is Dusty. So, with this, I'll have to do a little bit of editing for YouTube, so you guys won't hear the one part. And then I forgot about some music that they do, when they go to commercials, so I'll have to edit that out. For you on Rumble, unfortunately, you guys will have to also have that edited out. Except for the match. I do all the match and all of the music. So you will hear that in its entirety, plus a little something extra. So, that's why I'm imploring everybody, if you please could go to Rumble and follow me. You get to hear all those exclusives and those extras, plus my theme music, which will be added to the front of this episode. If you'd rather stay on YouTube, that's fine. There's just some of it that will, be edited out. And, that's just because I want to be able to promote my, episode and, keep getting more people, to see and, hear, more than, and that is just to hear the match between Curt Hennig and Dean Malenko because, they are both technicians, but the one part I just didn't like because, Dean he fakes a spot and it doesn't look right. He botches it, basically. And like I said, it does not look right. I would give this match, 4 stars, and that's because Curt is excellent in it. And Dean is excellent too. He has some sharp and very crisp, moves that he does. And they call him the man of 1,000 holds. And I was confused. I'm like, wait, didn't they call Billy Robinson that exact thing? Back in AWA. So, I guess we'll see. We'll definitely see. And, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything ready because, I've already done my news. And I've talked a little bit about the match. So again, if you are on YouTube, you will, hear me talk over, I have the volume down, so you will not hear any of the music. If you are on Rumble, you will hear, an exclusive package they do between Ric Flair, the upcoming Ric Flair and Curt Hennig Halloween Havoc match. If you would like to hear that match, if you want to listen to this one first, because this match with Dean Malenko will come first, and then you want to listen to the Halloween Havoc, episode 40 is the Halloween Havoc match between Ric Flair and Curt Hennig. So feel free to watch this one first, and then you can go watch the Halloween Havoc match. But on Rumble, so what's going to happen is YouTube people, you will hear no music at all. And, I do watch what I say because we're on YouTube. But for you Rumble people, it's anything goes. So you will hear the package plus all the music and the match and all my commentary as well. So like I said, guys, if you can and you want to, hop over to Rumble to hear all that exclusive stuff and don't miss out on the theme song that will be at the front. Okay? So I'm going to get everything ready, and depending on if you're on YouTube or Rumble, I will catch you on those flip sides. Okay, guys. So if you go to your Peacock subscription, we are actually I'm going to have it down because this is YouTube. If you want to hear the whole version with music and all I ask is that you go over to Rumble, sign up, and then you can follow me. My Rumble link is in the description field. So, I am on, first of all, it's WCW Nitro, and it's October 20th, 1997. It's season 3, episode 42, and I'm 56 minutes and 24 seconds in. Now, I'm going to keep mine down for YouTube. You absolutely do not have to, because you will not get copyright strikes on YouTube. And like I said, if you do want to hear it, with music and all, just hop on over to Rumble and you can hear all that, okay? But you should see, it says October 26th, Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc. This is, pretty much, guys, I like this match with Dean Malenko. I probably said it in the, opening, but, I really like this because they both were technically, second generation. I believe Dean Malenko was second generation. And just the way this is sort of choreographed between Curt and Dean Malenko, I love it very much. I can't say enough of good things about this match because they were just so professional. And the only thing I would say is a little out of whack is, when Dean Malenko goes to pretend like he hit his head on Curt's elbow. It didn't look right. It didn't look, spontaneous. Let's put it that way. It definitely looked like Dean was just trying to do it because it was just a spot he had to do. So, unfortunately, that's the only little botch that I saw. But otherwise, these are two great wrestlers who loved wrestling and, it was their life. So, All right. I'm going to keep mine down, like I said, for YouTube, but if you want to hop over to Rumble, because I did 2 audios this time, so the Rumble people will not have to miss out. So if you go ahead and you can hit play now, and you'll just see I will do a Rumble exclusive only where they just literally, they go through the Ric Flair and Curt Hennig match coming up at Halloween Havoc, which we already did back on episode 40 or 41, I think. I believe it was 40. So they're going to have music here, and this is just Dean Malenko coming out. Here he is coming out. Like I said, if you pop over to Rumble, I'm going to make this a Rumble only. Like I said in the special announcements, I'm going to have a lot more Rumble stuff because there's a lot more you can do on Rumble. Sorry, YouTube, but it's your rules, and I can't afford to not have stuff that's exclusive only to Rumble. So it just is what it is. So there was an assault on Devil's Island thing. And that movie was scheduled to come to TV. It was the Tuesday after Nitro and after Halloween Havoc. So it was Halloween Havoc, Nitro, and then that movie, and then of course the contract signing with Sting. We'll talk about more about that next week because, I mean, the commentators are so elated with, talking about the Hogan signing Sting signing the contract for Hogan in Starrcade that they literally ignore Curt's match with Booker T. And it's just a little disconcerting. So, but they still have the music going on. So, and it's the NWO music. Of course, everyone knows Curt was NWO at this time. And, I mean, he looks spectacular. I mean, he looked like he never skipped a day in the gym. But Curt always did that. And I heard an interview one time where, Curt was saying how it's like a Hennig tradition that, that they work out and stuff. So hopefully they're getting ready here. All right, let's turn it up, see if we got. Okay.
Hogan, Bischoff, and Savage said just about everything to try to get...
See, good moves, good move.
And DDP to cover the ring. They did not come to the ring. I think it's...
Oh, Curt showing off his moves. Awesome.
How many times have we seen WCW react based on what the NWO has done? It's time to make them react. And I think it's great, and I want you fans to stay with us because we don't know what's going to happen. As you know, 10 o'clock, we are scheduled to go off the air, but we're going to stay on.
Whoa. Okay, calm down. You got this, Curt.
And you can better believe, as hot as it's going on right now, something's going to go down.
Don't give me a reason, Malenko.
Especially knowing Hogan like he's out of control right now. He's pacing, he's saying things. Sense. He's looking at Bischoff. Bischoff's looking at him. They're screaming. They're yelling. Savage is always that way. I like this. I like the look of the NWO right now because they're worried. They are really worried.
Certainly looks like sound strategy on the part of World Championship Wrestling. WCW.
Then go get him. Personally, I don't like Flair, so.
One step ahead of the NWO.
Piper's a funny guy. You can do something to him. But down the road, he's going to get you. He's going to get back one way or the other. He's the commissioner. He's behind all this, I bet. And that all combined with this match right here that we're witnessing, the third of 3 title matches tonight. There is no question WCW here on Monday nights. Cover, we got a 2 count.
He might have gotten Curt right there in the face a little bit.
And obviously, a lapse in concentration here on the part of Curt Hennig. I'm sure as we saw at the top of the program, there's no way that he can be focused if Dean Malenko, at least to this point, taking advantage of.
We welcome you back live to WCW Monday Nitro as the battle for the United States Championship continues here live. And Hennig with a great suplex to put down.
Oh, Curt looks exhausted. Aww.
Remember the end of the last program last week, live from Tampa in the Ice Palace.
Come on, roll over.
We all thought that Curt Hennig had lost to Diamond Dallas Page, but that was not the case. Flair's run in, got a disqualification. Hennig retained the U.S. title. And then we saw later how all the stings came down from all the different portals from the top, surrounding the NWO until the man himself came out. And then that world title belt, he slipped out underneath his coat, gave it to interim commissioner, and WCW was on the attack and continued on the attack as we began the program here tonight.
No doubt Hennig fortunate to still be United States Heavyweight attack last Monday.
I'll tell you what I like here about Malenko, if you watch this very carefully. You know, when he wrestles the wrestlers from Mexico, he adapts to their style. He can do anything they do. Now he's adapting to Curt Hennig's style. He's slowing things down. It's a completely different match. That shows you how good he is. To be able to switch styles and be able to just
Oh, ouch.
Hence the nickname Man of 1,000 Holes.
Now that was Billy Robinson, I thought.
up on top. And Hennig drives the knuckles into the forehead. Look at this. From Malenko
Oh.
towards each and every
Come on, Curt, you can do it.
the back suplex. Goes bent up, but it's Malenko.
Ah!
Sunset flip. 1, 2.
Oh, there we go.
Behind the legs smacked together on the forehead of Malenko. Hennig in the break. Hennig's wounded. He really is. And that's when he's dangerous. Side headlock. Into the rope. Shoulder block. Here we go again. Left side ropes over the top. Hennig missed wildly with that one. Cross.
Ouch.
Did not miss.
Missed.
Kick out. And that stopped that, guys.
I was going to say, it's still showing possibly the effects of that attack earlier tonight out in the locker room.
Well, that had to take its toll there. It had to do some damage to him. He was laying out on that floor for quite some time. A cover by Malenko.
No.
Wow.
We don't normally see Dean Malenko with a high-risk move like that off the top.
And I would venture to say the frame of mind Bischoff, Hogan, and Savage are in right now. They are not even really concerned about what's going on here in the ring. They're probably pacing, stomping around in the back, concerned about Sting, interim commissioner Roddy Piper, and of course Diamond Dallas Page. Try to hook him into a two-foot suplex, but Malenko reversed it. Single leg takedown, and now Hennig goes to the ropes.
Great counter that time by Malenko. And you're right, luckily Hennig close to the ropes for him.
The whip to the far side.
Oh, not the knee.
Man of 1,000 holes, he can do it all. Yeah, but he sent him up for the one big one, guys. A trip to Texas? Texas Cloverleaf the same way. Thanks to help by Eddie Guerrero, he defeated Rey Mysterio Jr. only a week ago on this program. But what is he doing here? He may have pulled a hamstring. Maybe letting the man get up just to get him down again. Just to open up that target.
Missed.
Went for the legs. Good maneuver.
Oh, no.
And now, watch out, they're near the floor. Oh, don't bend that way. Not at all.
Yeah, it does. What are you talking about? Stop.
Driving the elbow in the back of the knee. He's not finished yet.
Oh.
And goes to the steel post on the outside. You aren't kidding, Mike. Hennig is suffering from that beating he took earlier.
And what a relentless attack by Malenko.
Rolls the man in. Malenko maybe senses that he is just moments away from becoming U.S. champ, Mike.
Got the leg whip, trying to hyperextend and take that knee out. Here comes the cloverleaf. He's got it. He's turning on one step. It's set. Too close to the ropes.
Whoa. Boy, when he got it on, you saw Hennig go to the ropes. You saw the fans stand. They were looking down the aisleway, expecting members of the NWO to come out and help out.
I'm sorry. Curt can do it himself. Thanks. Now watch this. This is, yeah, it's like, okay, that was a little botch there.
The big butt heads.
I'm not sure what happened, but Hennig.
Yeah, good cover. Yeah, that didn't make any sense when Dean Malenko did that.
Gonna try his fisherman suplex now. He calls it the Hennig flex. 1, 2.
3. And we're gonna turn it down because they're gonna have music on. But, yeah, this was a good one. I'll just continue to talk. But yeah, Curt did this all by himself. He didn't need NWO help. I mean, Curt, he's a great guy. But he had a great match with Dean Malenko, and they're gonna go to commercial, so you can hit pause there. So yeah, I mean, this was a great match. Like I said, that one little botch there from Dean Malenko, I didn't understand, like, why he did that. It was kind of like, I get it that you wanted to look like, he had, hit his head on Curt's elbow, but I mean, that was really spontaneous, is what I could say. Excuse me. But, I hope you enjoyed that, as much as I did. I really do love these matches, but, like I said, if you want to hear all the audio plus the music and everything, and I'm gonna do a little special bonus on Rumble, I'm gonna let you hear, the thing is, I couldn't let you hear not on YouTube anyway, I can't let you hear the package that they had on Curt and Rick's match, so Ric Flair and Curt Hennig's match at Halloween Havoc, because it has copyright music. So, as a special bonus for Rumble guys, I am going to put that over on Rumble, you'll get to hear the package, between Curt Hennig and Ric Flair. And that was scheduled for Halloween Havoc. And like I said, we already did that. So if you want to, stop this right now and you can go right over to, that episode. I think it was 41. Maybe. Yeah, because it might have been episode 40. So I think it was episode 40 that we did Halloween Havoc and then we did WWE3. So, and I like those matches. They just were a little long in the tooth. And that's good because, I mean, you got to see Curt sell for Rick and then, of course, Rick sell for Curt. So I'm going to put everything away and, unfortunately, this is the end for YouTube. Like I said, if you do go to Rumble, then you get to hear the exclusive package, and then you get to hear the whole audio, and plus the music. But I'll put everything away. I hope you enjoyed this match as much as I did, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Okay guys, this is where we're gonna do some shameless plugs here. So the first shameless plug, if you could please go over to my other show, which is Black Magic Talk. I will put the links in all the description fields. If you could just kind of browse it, if you are not only a wrestling fan, but you like, Wicca or paganism, and you'd like to learn more about it. We just did some recent episodes. So if you'd like to hop over there, just click the link in the description field. If you would like to give to the Black Magic Talk Patreon, that link will be in the description field. And again, if you would like to have a tarot reading on the show, you can DM me on X. My link for that X will be in the description field. If you would like to do one off the show, you can also just DM me and I will give you my rate. My co-host is Matt Collins. He can also give you a tarot reading on the show or off the show. If it's on the show, all you would have to do is become a Patreon supporter for $5 a month. You get all kinds of perks. And, again, we can let you know, when you can come on the show. And, if you'd like to do it off the show, Matt can definitely give you his rating for doing tarot. The next shameless plug I would like to do is, of course, Pro Wrestling Talk will always be on Saturday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It is scheduled to change, but Angel and I will let you know on the Wrestling X. So if you would like to DM us at any time, me and Angel, my link will be in the description field for my Wrestling X, and that is for Pro Wrestling Talk and also for this podcast, Curt Hennig Was the Best, Changed My Mind. If you would like to give to the Patreon, I have for Curt Hennig Was the Best, Changed My Mind. Again, you can go and look in the description field. It should be there. I have $1, $3, $5, and $10. The other show is just $1, $5, and $10. It's $3, $5, and $10, I think. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check. But if you could give, thank you in advance. If you'd like to ask any questions for pro wrestling or Black Magic Talk, you are free to direct message me on X or Angel, my host for Pro Wrestling Talk. Again, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Saturday, unless it is scheduled to change, but we will definitely let you know beforehand. So, of course, this show, I'm going to do a shameless plug for this show. Again, $1, $3, $5, and $10. You can contribute on Patreon. If you would like to give on Cash App, I will take donations on Cash App, but direct message me on X if you would like to do that, and I will give you my handle. So if you have any questions like about the show or any technical questions, you can always direct message me on my X, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. The next shameless plug I would like to do is for Hardlands Media. Kit Cabello, someone I call a good friend of mine. Please check him out. He is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central, and that would be 10 p.m. Eastern. So 9 a.m. Central, he is Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday, depending on when you can catch him in a good mood for a Saturday brunch. If he does do Saturday brunch, I usually am sleeping or at work, so but check him out. He's really good on politics, and I have the pleasure of calling him friend. Some more shameless plugs. If you could also subscribe to Angel in the Afternoon. He does a great job on politics as well. And that's Angel in the Afternoon, and he's usually on 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. That is also scheduled to change. If you have any questions about it, he'll usually let you know. And he will definitely, you can direct message him if you need to get a hold of him. The last one is Deconstructing. His name is Dave. I really recommend him too. He has a little podcast on YouTube. All you'd have to look up is Deconstructing Topics, and he does some really good stuff. I really recommend you guys check him out. Subscribe to everybody I just said here, and check them out. And remember, everyone, nobody beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody.